Hello and welcome to Active Life Therapy and Fitness. My name is Martin Priest and welcome to session number 1. So for today we are going to do obviously some warm-ups and some cool-downs, and we're going to be using some foam rollers, and we're going to do a strength session today which involves 3 exercises, perform one after the other, and we'll do that 2 times. It's known as a tri-set. And also at the start we're going to do a cardio session or a cardio HIIT session right at the beginning. You will need 2 pieces of equipment today. Firstly, just one of the dumbbells that I've asked you to get, and the other one will be your foam rollers, and we can use this right at the end. Okay? So, if you haven't got any of those 2 things, or if you haven't got any water available, press pause, go and get them now, come back, I'm going to start the warm-up now. We start all of our warm-ups with rotations. We start with head, and we work our way down to toes. So, if you just copy me, please. Head back and forward, and then ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. I'm doing this one a lot more slowly to start with. This is known as mobilizations. We're just getting the joints moving more than anything, and getting some fluid warmed up within your joints. From here, look down, come round to the side and stop, and then the other way. If you just keep going with that one. And one more. Moving down, rotate the shoulders forwards, a couple of clicks in there as well, that's no bad thing. And then shoulders going back. And then you've guessed it, arms out to the side, small rotations forward. Getting the shoulders warmed up, and then gradually get bigger. And then wider circles. And then give me your full stretch. Really open it up, and then go backwards, small circles. Good. Keep it going, get a bit bigger. Make that circle bigger, and then give me your full range of motion. Good. From there, we're going to go upper back and chest. You're going to stretch out by pushing your hands forward and pushing your hand back at the same time. And this is warming up, loosening up your upper part of your spine, as well as stretching out your chest. From here, hands on your hips. Small circles to start with, just go one way, and then gradually get those bigger as we go along. Feels good. And then small circles the other way. And then get it bigger. And then really big. Brilliant. Next, hands on your knees. Let's get your knee joints warmed up a little bit as well. Just move your knees back and forwards, pressing your hands just above your kneecap. Just going backwards and forward. And this should also be warming up your ankle joint at the same time. And then from there, just very small left to right lateral movements. And then small rotations one way. That's it, and then small rotations the other way. Getting slightly bigger. Then, standing up, just raise your right foot and left foot. Like doing a moonwalk on the spot, essentially. And we're just opening up the ankle joint and the feet, getting those warmed up. Great, next, going to get your heart and lungs moving a little bit. We're going to do alternation of star jumps, jogging on the spot, and some knees to chest. So star jumps, you know, jogging on the spot is fairly straightforward, and knees to chest is just alternating, lifting your legs, your knees up to your chest. So let's start with star jumps. We're not going too hard at this point. The idea is just to get your heart and lungs moving into the working muscles that we're going to be using for the harder sets in a moment. and then go to some jogging on the spot. I'm not going too high, I'm not lifting my knees up too much, just keeping it nice and loose, raising the feet just a little bit. Breath should begin a little bit more laboured now. Then, left and right legs, I'm going to start my left, bring it up and down. Other leg, up and down. Down. And then, back to star jump. That's it. Keep with me. Jogging on the spot. Go. And then knees to chest. Sort of noticing any tightness that you may have as you're going through this. Make a note of them. You can spend more time on those areas, either now by pressing pause or afterwards. I'm going to do this one more final time. Star jumps. Off we go. Try and stay at my speed. And then jogging on the spot. Go. And then finally, knees to chest. Alright, brilliant. Next, let's do a little bit of a pre-stretch now that your muscles are warmed up. We're going to hold these for about 8 seconds each. First one we're going to do is what I call a trapezius push-out. Interlace your fingers, stretch out, push your hands forward, and if you want an extra stretch, just drop your head down a little bit. Good. From there, arms come out wide, stretch out the chest. If you want to get a little bit more of your forearms, just push your hands backwards, open that out, just hold it for about 8 seconds again. From here, hip flexors, left foot forward, right foot back, drop yourself down, you should feel a stretch on this right hip flexor. If you can't, just go a little bit further, making sure that your knee doesn't go above in front of your front toe, or you can just twist your pelvis forward and that will put a stretch into that one as well. So I'm going to call that an anterior pelvic tilt. Move to the other side, right foot forward, left foot back. For me, I put a slight bend in that front knee, hands on my hips and my anterior pelvic tilt. So move it forward and then hold that for 8 seconds as well. Next, we're going to stretch your quads. You may want to hold on to something. I'm going to use the wall. Right quad comes up and put it back behind you. Then, other quad. Hold on to something if you need to. Put it behind you. And finally, we're just going to touch our toes, if you can, to stretch out our hamstrings. So, bending from the hips, just bring yourself down, feet about shoulder width apart. And what I like to do at this point is just let everything hang. My hands are loose, my head is loose. So not only am I feeling this through my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes, also into my lower back and some of my upper back as well because of the weight of my head. To So come back up, squeeze your glutes, bend your knees slightly, and then come back up straight. Great, that's your pre-stretching done. And what we're doing next, we're doing the cardio hit next. We are doing, it's called cardio hit because you're going to do max 10 seconds, as much as you can in 10 seconds, followed by 50 seconds at an aerobic cardio kind of pace, okay? And that's going to be at 50% effort. We're going to do 5 of these. First one that we're going to do is power jacks. So for power jacks, it's like a bit like the star jump. You star jump out, you come into a squat, and then you push up and back up. So known as power jacks. I sometimes do a clap on the top. So you can do these for 10 seconds in a moment, all out effort. And then for 50 seconds, from there, you're just going to jog on the spot at 50% effort. Okay? We're going to do 5 of those in total, so you're doing 5 minutes of a cardio hit session. So what I will just do is set up my hit timer. Let's see, for 50 seconds work. Ten seconds work even. 10 seconds followed by 50 seconds of rest. We do that 5 times. Next. Done. Power jacks to start with. Here we go, 6 seconds. Go, max. Go! As much as you can, 10 seconds. Try and keep your back straight as you do this. Here we go, now go. Rest. Jogging on the spot. 50 seconds. If you want to make this harder, by all means do the 5 sessions, pause it, scroll back, do another 5 sessions. Possible, or you could do this for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then cut down on this cardio part of it instead. Okay? So, it's 25 seconds left. Just jogging on the spot. We're now in the, if you're at 50%, you're in a fat burning zone. So we're going into high interval zone. We're really shooting up your heart rate, shooting up your fitness, and then straight down into the cardio zone. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. Power jacks coming up. 3, 2, 1, go. And jogging on the spot. Well done, that's 2. Oh, stay with me. So obviously when you start, I'm saying to you come down to 50%. You are going to come down to the 50%. You might feel about 80% right now because your heart is elevated. It will come down, you'll gradually come down. If you need to slow down further, slow down further. If you need to speed up to stay in that 50% area, lift your knees up, speed up a little bit, okay? 20 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds. Power jacks coming up. 3, 2, 1, go. Give me all you got as fast as you can. Rest. And then jogging on the spot. Good, 3 down, 2 more. We're over halfway. So you're getting the benefits of a HIIT session and a cardio session in one. Cardio for fat burning zone, HIIT session really develops your heart and lungs, that high end anaerobic, and also it will take a lot longer for your body to recover during HIIT sessions from afterwards. So you have something called EPOC, where because it takes so much longer to come back down to normal, you burn more calories. 2, 1, go. 4 down, jogging on the spot. 1 more left, we're going to max out again. All right, 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Gonna give you all you got this time. I am. Here we go. Max effort. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Brilliant. Keep jogging on the spot. Well done. This is also a bit of an active recovery. So, not too much lactic acid building up in your system, and that helps clear it. So you have less ache in your muscles, less muscle soreness or dullness. Nearly there. 10 seconds. 10 seconds and get yourself a drink. You have a quick rest and we're going to move on to our tricep. 1, done. Well done.
Your workout is complete.
Thank you. Right. Oh, you get yourself a drink, me too. And I'll explain what we're doing next time to make it harder and easier. So we're doing tricep. And first off, we're going to do a single leg lunge. And I want you to do between 12 and 15 of these. I'm going to go for 15 today. So right foot comes forward, bending front leg, back leg a little bit as well, keeping your torso upright. Front of that knee doesn't go past the front of your foot, okay? And then from there, you're just lunging down to about 90 degrees. Okay, 10 to 15 of those. If you want to make that harder, then you will need 2 dumbbells. I suggest 2 dumbbells for one either side, or you can hold it in front of you and do your lunge this way. Okay, add in a bit more resistance. So we do 10 to 15 that side, straight away 10 to 15 the other side, and then we move on to the classic press up. 3 ways of doing this press up. Firstly, you've got your box press up, whereby you make a box shape here, so on your knees, on your hands, and you're bending down. Secondly, a progression from there is the 3/4 press up, where you move your legs back a little bit more. It's a little bit more resistance going through, less support. You do from there. And finally, your full press up, where you go onto your toes and you're coming down this way. Now, when you do this press up, how I'd like you to do them is this. Your hands go shoulder width apart, and then from there, I want them at a 1.5 distance apart, which means where your little, say your little finger on your left hand, you put your thumb where your little finger is with your left, and then you move the right hand across as well. And then what should happen with that, when you go into your press up, is your elbows don't go out laterally, and they don't come straight back, but they come somewhere in between. And then for each press up also, as it's going in between, touch your nose, come back up, keeping that core engaged. Okay, so we'll do lunges, press ups, and then we're going to go on to your single dumbbell, and you're going to do squats with an upright row. So I'm going to go for about 7 or 8 on this side. Low squat, lift it up, dumbbell comes up. That will be 1, 2, and then I'm going to say about 7, 8, I'm going to swap it over and do the other side. If you need to practice those, press pause, go back, have a quick go, otherwise we're going to go for it now, okay? So, 3 exercises. First off, single leg lunge. Here we go, 12 to 15. Down, up. Try and keep up my pace, because this is now within our, we're going to more of a strength session at this point, so you should be feeling this to about 80-90%. That's 5 nice and controlled movements, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back is, torso is upright. 11, 12, and up on my rear toe. 13, 14, and 15. Straight weight to the other side. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Making sure that knee's not going over your front toe. 8. Torso is upright. 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop if you need to. 13, because the most important thing will be your positioning throughout this. So keeping good form is what I'm saying. Go into your chosen press-up position, and then, with me please, at my speed. Here we go. Down, and back up. Down, up, that's 2. Nice and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you find yourself that you're in the full press-up position and you find it too difficult to maintain form, then simply go into the 3/4 position. From there, make it a little bit easier so you can get those reps out. That's 12, 13, 14, back is straight, 15. Safely take hold of your single dumbbell. Just for your information, I've only got about 6K here, and then we're going to go squat to upright row. Here we go. 1, 2, lead with the elbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Swap hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your back straight as you can. 5, 6. Last one. 7. Okay. 45 seconds to a minute rest. We're going to do that all again. Oh. Drink if you need it. I do. So this tricep is really good if you're short on time, because you go from one to the other to the other. We're doing a full body workout here as well with these strength exercises. And yeah, as you can hear, I'm a bit out of breath, possibly because I'm talking at the same time. But because we go from one to the other, it becomes an element of a cardio workout at the same time. So you are getting quite a lot of bang for your buck here, okay? One more set. Single leg lunges, into press ups, into squat with single arm upright row. Here we go. Right foot forward, left foot back, up onto your rear toe, slight bend in the rear leg, keeping this 90. Here we go. Down and up. That's 1. 2. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out on the way back up. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 10. 11. 12. Stop if you need to. 13. 14. One more. Nice and controlled. 15. Straight to the other side. Into position. Back is upright. Here we go. Down and up. Breathe in. That's 5. 6. You might need to stop here. That's absolutely fine. It's your fitness. Whatever level you're at, that's great. You just stop, or you start losing the form, and that will get better and better as you go along. Okay, a couple more left. 3, 2, and finally 1. Okay, your chosen press-up position, 12 to 15, hand shoulder width apart, with your thumbs to where your little fingers are. Here we go. And down, up, down, up. That's 2. Down, touch your nose. 3. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. That's 6. 7. 8. Do engage those glutes. 9. 10. 11. 12. Stop if you need to. 13. 2 more. Oh, feeling those. 1 more. 15. Brilliant. From there, right arm squat to upright row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you come down, imagine sitting on a chair. 6, 7, and it's all about keeping this weight, oh that's 8, sorry, the other side, keeping this weight in a straight line as it comes up and down. 2, 3, 4, squat as low as you can. 5, but 90 is perfect at this stage. 6, let's do 2 more. 7, 1 more, still controlled. 8, lovely. That is your strength workout done. Have another rest, have another drink of water, and we're going to go on to some core. Do 2 rounds now for core specific exercises. Glute bridge, which you're going to do 15 of, and then we're going to go into some mountain climbers. So I'm just going to drop this down, so you can see me a lot better. Alright, so glute bridge in a moment. Just watch for now, or you can have a go yourself. Lying on your back, legs at 90, come up, hands to your side, hold, and down. We're going to do 15 of those. And then mountain climbers is back into that presser position. And then from there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bringing your knees up between your arms. And we do 40 of those. So one after the other. It's a superset for core. Rest a minute. We'll do it twice. And then we'll start our cool down. Okay? So here we go. Glute bridge. Arms out to the side. If you do want to make this harder, put one leg out and back and come back down. Okay? Here we go. 15 glute bridge. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Squeeze your glutes in that holding position. Stabilize yourself. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 13, 2 more. Nearly there. 14 and 15. Straight into 40 mountain climbers. If you need to stop at 10, 20, 30, you do that as well. Try and go at my pace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 30. 37, 38, 39, 40. Alright, well done. Rest for 45 seconds, 1 minute, we can do that one more time. The reason why we do mountain climbers is because we've just done the glute bridge, which is a lot of the posterior chain. Mountain climbers are really good in engaging your stomach and the front part of your core. So we're just balancing it out on this first session, alright? Okay, glute bridge again. Single leg bridge, glute bridge if you need to. If you can't do the glute bridge, I'll mention it now. You can just push your lower back into the floor and just move one leg down, come back up. Move one leg down, come back up. Anyway, here we go, 15. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, down. Squeezing your glutes on the top part. That's 3. 4. 5. Try and come up to level. 6. 10, 5 more. 12. Okay, that's 15. Straight into your 40 mountain climbers, or wherever your number is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20, 30, and 40. Brilliant, well done. I'll move this back. Actually, yeah, let's move it back up a little bit. Alright, so next part of the workout. So the hardest parts are done, okay? You are done. What we're going to move into now is just the cool down. The stretches are the ones I want you to focus on, and a bit of foam rolling as well. Alright, so to start off with, we're going to do some jogging on the spot for your cool down. It's going to take a couple of minutes, and it's going to follow the same 3 exercises that we did for our warm-up. They're just really good, I think, for the session that we've just done. So just jogging on the spot, and although we started with star jumps last time, so let's move into some star jumps now. And if you need to bring this down, so it's a lot slower, because that's what we're doing, we're cooling down. We're bringing the heart and lungs back down, and we're clearing up lactic acid. You need to just, from your system, from your muscles. So in that way we can reduce the chances of getting any sore muscles, so we can recover quicker and go again. So if we do no cardio session at the beginning, that was a 50% effort. This is going to be more 40-30, okay? Let's go back into jogging on the spot. About 40-30% effort, bring it right down. You want to mix it up, go to the side, the other side, backwards, forwards. Just move in different directions, just for a few minutes. Let's go to our star jumps. And knees to chest. I'm going to do one more round, okay? Jogging on the spot. Go forward, backward, Other side. And the other side. And then to star jumps. Should be feeling really easy now. You could probably get a sentence or two out. If you can't, just slow it down a bit more. And then right knee up to chest. Alright, some stretches. They're going to last 12 to 15 seconds, these stretches. Again, it's going to be all over like before. They start off with our trapezius push out again. Interlock fingers, push out to round the top of your back, bring your head down and hold that to a comfortable position. Make sure it doesn't hurt. You should just feel it stretching, and as you breathe in and out, it will stretch it even further for you. And then just like before, arms go back, stretch out the chest. And then hands interlocked and behind. We do the front of the shoulders, lift them up. If you can't do that one, just come across the shoulders, okay? If you can't do that one, just bring it across the shoulders. It does a different part, but you're stretching them nonetheless. That's all good. Let's go to our quads this time. We did a lot of jumping, a lot of squats. So I definitely want to stretch those out. Yeah, just breathe through it. Enjoy it, start the relaxation. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better after doing all that. And then your breath is helping to bring yourself back down to normal, okay? Change legs. And let's finish off with our hamstrings again. They got a lot of work, so bending from the waist, go down, and just let your head and your arms just hang there, and let your body weight stretch yourself out really. Deep breaths. Squeeze your glutes, bend your legs a little bit, keeping your back straight, slowly come back up. And then to finish off, we're just going to do a bit of foam rolling on our quads today, so the front of your thighs. So I'm going to need to be on the floor, so I'm just going to lower this down, so you can see me down here. Alright, so get your foam roller. You're going to foam roll this part of your leg, your quads or your thigh. I'll do it on my left to start off with so you can see. Starting at the bottom, you're just going to roll it up to start with quite loosely. Okay, I don't want you to dig in straight away. So go from the top of where your kneecap is and then come right up into your hip flexors as well, especially if they're tight. And you just do this lightly to start off with. Then put a little bit more pressure in, slow it down, and then I want you to start noticing anything that's particularly tight at this point, okay? So it's effectively what we're doing is we're still flushing out this lactic acid. It's a bit like getting a massage. You can turn yourself around to the side a little bit more, onto the lateral side of your quad. And you're just going a lot slower, a little bit deeper, and you're finding any of those tight spots. And you're just rolling them out, straightening out those muscle fibers. And then you've also got this part of your quad as well, so you may have to put that out to your left hand side. in order to get on that part of the quad. I'm just going to do this area here. Now, this part, this inner part of the quad on myself is particularly tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find my tight spot. I'm going to tack it. I'm just going to hold it there, put some pressure through it. I'm going to hold it. And then blood pressure will build up around that. And then as I take it off, the blood rushes through. And I'm just going to lightly roll it again. Down, lift it off. Down, lift it off. There's always more pressure as you're pushing away from you than coming back towards your body. Because we're working the blood through the veins, and the veins go one way. Finding your tight spots, you're holding it, building up the pressure, release, and then lightly flush it through again. Then swap legs. Or if you really want to, and you want to spend more time rolling, spend about 2 or 3 minutes, then press pause and do a little bit more. It's up to you. So, other leg, starting off lightly again. More pressure as I'm going towards my body, as the roller comes towards my body. And I'm just going to rotate my leg slightly to do the inside. Let's get a little bit of my adductor as well. And then rotate to the outside. Just see it this way. Finding any tight spots, just holding it, and we're just tacking it, which means holding it. Release, flush it through. Find another tight spot. It's one, put some pressure on it. That pressure should ease off after about 10 seconds. If it doesn't, then come straight off it. Come off and then push it through. Okay, that's it. Session 1 done. Well done. I shall see you in session number 2.